I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think narcissism kind of made me like super stoic. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not to say I'm not super goofy or silly or bubbly like I used to be. I mean, at times I am for sure, but just my whole perspective on life has changed so much. And like everybody experience when it comes to dealing with narcissism is different. And I'm not sure if everybody goes through a spiritual awakening after waking up to narcissistic abuse. But when those two go hand in hand, which it seems like they do very frequently, and you work on yourself to the point where you don't really have too much anger and animosity towards the people who did you dirty, although you will never let them in your life again, it puts you in a mind frame that makes you very stoic, almost like where you think like it's not that nothing matters, but you realize that a lot doesn't matter. A lot of the things you used to think matter don't matter anymore. You realize like your sense of purpose and drive no longer come from your ego, which was driven by trying to prove things to people who don't matter. And then those specific things that you used to do, they don't have the same feel to them because you become a completely different person. It's like you live in it's like you starting a whole nother life. The beautiful thing about it, in my opinion, is, if you decide to follow spirituality or God, you have a form of peace in your life. But as crazy and as corny as it might sound, I feel like waking up to narcissistic abuse and going through my spiritual awakening might have been or might be one of the best things that ever happened to me, because it allowed me to get rid of my depression. It allowed me to become my authentic self. The problem is, it almost makes me feel like, what exactly am I supposed to be using this version of my authentic self for? Because in theory, if you think back on the things you used to do, I would love to be this version of myself doing the things that I used to do. But that's no longer me, and those things no longer resonate with me. So it's almost like this new authentic version of myself has to find a different goal to attain, in a sense. And the one other thing that I'm grateful for is that I no longer do things that don't align with me. Like being in my hometown didn't align with me. So I upped and left my hometown. So I don't do things that don't align with me anymore.